Guys, what's going on? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Man, oh man, here we are on a Monday. I hope you guys' Monday hasn't gone too crazy. I hope the snow is clearing up where you guys are, you know? Let's see here. One second, guys. We're going to break some quick news here, guys. And then we will do, hold on, there's one more thing I want to do here. Let's see. Okay. Let me drop the link here. Guys, chicks are scandalous, and, you know, they always want what other chicks have. Absolutely insane. You know, chicks are scandalous. A woman's worst enemy is always another woman, right? Right, guys? Let's see. Keyshawn, what's up, dude? Nigel, how you doing, man? Rajai is here. Rajai, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. C-Grip is here. What's going on, C-Grip? How you doing,
We're
man?
out here building a new nation for black people. It's time for you to start paying some dues, nigga. I ain't giving you shit.
Bonhole is here. What's up, guys? So, guys, yeah, guys. These dunderheads always want what other women have, you know? And it's sad. It really is. And it's funny that men get blamed for cheating, right? Because who do men cheat with? Women. You know? Men just don't cheat on their own unless they're zesty AF, obviously, you know? Because what a joke. What an absolute joke. Guys, here, let's do this quick. Guys, 3 Minute News will be its own channel here in a couple weeks. I was sick and, you know, it threw off my timetable. So, guys, here you go. Okay, here we go.
Well, a major development today in the murder case of rapper Julio Fulio. The judge who oversaw the trial of Alicia Andrews, the woman convicted in his death, has been removed from the case.
Yeah, the state Supreme Court stepped in after concerns were raised about the judge's conduct during and after that trial. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us live in the Hillsborough County Courthouse with what led to the decision and whether it could affect what happens next. Georgia.
Yeah, Josh and Stacey, this all stems from those moments inside the courtroom during Alicia Andrews' October trial. What's interesting about this is not only the allegations that the judge showed bias, is the fact that the high court stepped in after the trial. The state Supreme Court has disqualified Judge Michelle Cisco from presiding.
Well. Figures, right, guys? It figures. All these horrible judges are 99% female.
Over the Julio Fulio murder case, a case that resulted in the conviction of Alicia Andrews last October. The concerns stem from moments during Andrews' October trial where defense attorneys argue the judge failed to step in during improper courtroom interactions in front of the jury.
The way that Mr. Harmon has been speaking to this side of the table is unprofessional, it's disrespectful. He's done it in front of the jury as well, and there has not been any attempt by the court to intervene.
Court audio from that same October proceeding also captures a tense exchange between Judge Cisco and Andrews' counsel over sequestration rules.
You invoked the rule of sequestration.
I understand that.
Okay, I'm making a statement. I'm not looking for responses. Okay? You invoked the rule of sequestration.
A legal expert not affiliated with the case says judges can be challenged, but what makes the decision unusual is when it happened.
If there's a reason that the defendant doesn't feel he's going to get a fair trial, this is a pre-trial, then yeah, you can move to recuse or disqualify a judge, but it's typically done beforehand. So this is more than rare in the sense that it was happening after the trial was over. So very rare, and then even more rare that the appellate courts had intervened.
So what happens next? Legal experts say a judge will step in, review the entire trial record, and decide how to move forward, most likely with sentencing, though a new trial is still possible. As for whether this could impact other cases or future rulings,
so no, I don't think it's going to raise concerns from another, a future litigant in front of that judge. I don't think there'll be a problem because I think that that judge's reputation is well established.
Look at that, guys. Right? Okay. Now, let's do this, guys. This operations manager of... Look at this.
A former water utility manager admitting to stealing nearly $2.5 million from the system that serves Pritchard and Chickasaw. Our Ashley Mitchell has more on this major development.
Well. And I got to add a well as well.
Guys, are you shocked? Are you surprised by now, guys? Of course, it's a beat. Yeah, Keyshawn said it the best. Of course.
And her pookie.
Yep.
For Nia Malika Bradley. The former operations manager of the Pritchard Waterworks and Sewer Board pleaded guilty to multiple federal charges, including conspiracy to commit fraud, money laundering, and filing a false tax return. Prosecutors say Bradley orchestrated schemes that defrauded the utility of almost $2.5 million. Fraud that
$2.5 million. Look at that.
It may have pushed the system into default on a $55 million loan. Defense attorney Shalia Tisdale says her client is taking responsibility.
Yeah, right.
Nia has accepted responsibility for what she did, and she's not made any bones about that. She admitted to what she did from day one. I think there have been some allegations and accusations made about things that she did not do, and those are things that we've worked out during the course of this.
The guilty plea caps an investigation that began in early 2022 with federal raids on the Water Board's headquarters and Bradley's West Mobile home. Court records show Bradley was the mastermind of a conspiracy involving 2 board members and 3 outside contractors. Prosecutors say she persuaded board member Ayanna Payton to recruit a friend to set up a fake company that billed the utility more than $1 million for work that was never done.
Yeah.
Both previously pleaded guilty. Bradley also admitted to billing the water board for work done on rental properties she owned with co-defendant Randy Burden.
Look at that.
One Pritchard resident says justice is overdue.
Right is right, wrong is wrong. What Neil Bradley did was a crime against humanity.
You guys notice? This is Pritchard is predominantly black. Hold on. Pritchard. What is this? Alabama, I think. Let's see. Pritchard, Alabama, right? Let's look at the demographics here. It's 84. Hold on. It's 84.2% black. 84.2% black, and this B-dub is defrauding this town by $2 million. But I thought it was the evil white man, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
What is this? Secret?
Yeah, I sent you a sketch of her in the private chat.
Oh, this chick right here. That was Look at that. All right, here we go.
Handle it with including other bankrupt this utility. The municipality without water. Then what? The water is vibrant. We have to have it.
In Mobile, Ashley Mitchell, Fox 10 News.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Well,
here we go, guys. This chick, she was in the news too. Look at this.
A Detroit judge finds herself on the wrong side of the bench tonight. The feds have charged 4.
Well.
4 people in a corruption scheme, including the judge, her father, and a guardian. They're accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from people at risk and unable to care for themselves.
Just stunning. 7 investigator Heather Catallo is here now after exposing allegations of corruption for over a decade in Michigan's guardianship system. And now this.
This is a huge federal probe. Families have complained for a long time that the guardianship system makes it far too easy for people with power to take money from the vulnerable. And that's exactly what the feds are alleging this judge and her co-defendants did.
Andrea Bradley Baskin, P70474, here on behalf of Miss Nancy Williams.
A lawyer turned judge who once defended a local guardian in court is now her co-defendant in a federal corruption case.
She looks forward to this, her name being cleared in these charges.
Before Andrea Bradley Baskin became a 36th district court judge, Bradley Baskin and her father, attorney Avery Bradley, often represented guardian Nancy Williams. Williams' guardianship.
Yeah, guys. John, what's up, dude? Yeah, guys, there are people who are reacting to my videos, guys, and I don't really care. Anyone out there who wants to react to my videos, I don't really care. I know there's other content creators that are like, oh, as long as you shout me out, I could care less. I know that there are guys that copyright their stuff, guys. No. Unless a person is straight up like, just playing the video, muting my sound, and then doing their own voiceover, or just copying it exactly and then putting someone else's name on it. That's not cool, obviously, But other than that, guys, react to my stuff all you want, And I know that there are content creators who react to people reacting to things. I always thought that was odd. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather react to things than be reacting to someone reacting to things. It's kind of strange. What's up, dude?
Agency Guardian and Associates was appointed to be the fiduciary for more than 1,000 cases.
She said douche.
In the Wayne County Probate Court. When a probate judge declares you legally incapacitated, a guardian can have total control over your medical and financial decisions. Often,
because I don't mind child time at all, because I don't knock anyone's hustle, because one day that'll be me, and there's people who are going to be hating on me, that's just the way it works. It's so funny that people look up, once you guys are in the content creation space, it's like, it's kind of hard to stay grounded, because like, I remember when I had 500 subs or 1,000 subs. Now I'm at almost 30,000. By the way, guys, hit the subscribe button. Guys, we're almost there. We're almost at 30K, right? And how weird it feels being at 30K. I can imagine having 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 subs, and think about like losing sight of how crazy that it was to have 5,000 subs or 500 subs, So I try and stay grounded. I really do. And like most channels, less than 7% of channels get monetized on YouTube. I think it's like anywhere from 1% to 7%. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Out of the billions of people who use YouTube, and then less than 1% make any decent money. So,
with very little oversight. In this indictment unsealed Friday, Judge Bradley Baskin, Avery Bradley, Williams, and Dwight Rashad were all charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud in what the feds call a years-long scheme to embezzle money from Williams' incapacitated wards. Bradley, the judge, and Rashad are also charged with money laundering.
Miss Williams is definitely a responsible citizen.
Williams was previously convicted of election.
Yeah, right.
Why does she have 2 masks on?
I don't know.
Why.
Guys, look,
I know why.
Look. Hold on. Look. So she got previously convicted of election fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not in jail.
Yep. She's an upstanding citizen.
How insane this is, guys.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing, guys. Wait. Okay. Here's the thing about masks, right? Guys, if you're having surgery done, right? you would want the people to have masks on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So if you're on a plane, if you're on a bus, if you're anywhere, and someone's sick, wouldn't you prefer that they wear a mask and not get everyone else sick?
Yes, I do that when I'm sick.
Yeah, I say well, you and I stay home, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you have to leave the house, that's the one bonus to the cough that I can say. Because if you go to China, you go to like Asia, Matt, you've been to Thailand and everything. Of
course.
When people are sick, they'll wear a mask because they don't want to get everyone else sick. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's when people try and tell, oh, you got to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? But masks do help to keep you from getting other people sick. I guarantee you the reason why I got so sick when I came back from Ireland, all these thunderheads on the plane were like, come on.
So that's
in the sky, and you can't wear a mask. Come on, man. So,
but I know the real reason. I know the real reason. It's not a joke. I've said this before. If you're the defendant in court, wearing a mask only will help you not measure your facial reactions and stuff like that. Your voice tone is more monotone and stuff like that. It's actually a good idea. So if you're in defense in court, you all of a sudden start acting a little sick, and you wear the mask and you hide everything that you can.
So you're saying that it obscures like you grimacing or something like that.
Murray. Hold on. This is why Douglas Murray he talked about the burqa ban. He said, "Look, in the West, a person's face is a big part of how we socially interact. If you go to the bank and you're in a burqa, how are they supposed to know that you're the one that's in the bank account? Like, how are we supposed to know? We have to know. Look, like how do we know that if this chick is picking up her children from school, how do we know that that's really her?" Yeah, Matt, you were saying?
Well, my criticism wasn't necessarily the mask. It was wearing two. She has a surgical mask on underneath, and I'm fine with that. But then she has the performative, useless cloth mask on over that. So, like, that's why I said that. Why is she wearing two masks? If she wanted to just wear the surgical mask, that does the trick. You don't need a performative,
Matt, when it's a performative
lie, you do.
Obviously not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I mean, look at where she is. You know
she probably has the biggest smile on her face. She's like, "Yeah, I stole his money."
Yeah. She's like, I know,
but
I'm not.
In my opinion, it's for confusion. It's for also when it's two colors like that, your brain is interpreting it. It's just a little bit more confusion. Same with a stupid hat and bun. That stuff really can do little things more than you might think. So that's my suggestion. And if you go to court, you start playing that game. To hell with these judges.
Get some glasses real fast.
Big Coke bottle glasses.
In a sweater vest.
You get the HW Walker. Like, I can barely walk.
And a neck brace.
A neck brace. Yeah. But the mask is still the most important because it hides the most.
Signatures on her ward's absentee ballots. The feds say Williams and Bradley Baskin allegedly took $203,000 for themselves from one ward's legal settlement. Rashad ran group homes, and FBI agents say Williams allegedly paid him rent for wards who never lived in the homes.
Look at that.
According to the indictment, Judge Bradley Baskin is accused of using $70,000 of one ward's funds to purchase an ownership stake in a bar. And she's accused of using another ward's money to pay for a lease on a Ford Expedition.
The fact that a judge and
then you just buy
an attorney have now been indicted, it shows just how brazen folks feel like they can be. And I also think it shows they're very aware of the holes in the system because there aren't that many checks when it comes to how a fiduciary operates.
Nicole Shannon is
Look at that, guys.
Yep.
Check this out.
Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott is brushing off questions about his taxpayer-funded SUV. It comes to spotlight on Maryland.
Guess how much it costs, guys?
I would say a new Escalade runs you about $120K. So he's got an Escalade of some sort.
97.
Okay. Anyone in the chat have a guess for how much this guy's Escalade or SUV costs? Anyone? Guys, throw your guesses.
Tell me it's an Escalade.
Here we go.
has learned it is the most expensive executive vehicle in the state, costing more than $55,000, more than the next highest government vehicle.
Does it have does it come with a minigun?
And a friggin'
And a spinner rims.
and a bee jibber button. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. He has bench seats fully installed and everything.
And missiles. I mean, like
John says 115. Dr. Gonzo says 200K.
No,
Vinium says 500K.
500.
Memphis says 1,500.
150. Yeah.
$500,000.
Mayor's reaction when asked to explain them.
You guys are dragging this thing out, and also
that's the mayor.
Well.
And you know, Baltimore is dirty as ever.
This is Nugraham Lincoln right here.
You know how they say that Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, guys, did you see that Zoran the moron's mom is in the Epstein files?
Yep.
He
was a kid, I think.
His mom was partying it up with Clinton and Epstein and all them, dude. What baby oil up with Bill Clinton? Oh no!
You know she was at an Eyes Wide Shut party getting by fake penis and stuff like that.
That's good old Bill Clinton.
Yeah. She has a special cigar fragrance for old Billy, probably.
Well, do you?
Everything was fun until Bill Clinton shows up.
Yeah.
You know, like what's becoming more and more apparent with each of these issues is that every single like trap the Democrats set, like it ends up catching them more than like their target. They always end up getting exposed more on the opposite end when the full truth comes to light.
I think all of us are, because I think more of us are conservatives, but more independents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not call myself a Republican. Right? I just can't. But we're more conservative independents. But we can admit that both sides are crappy. Just right now, the left is a lot worse than the right. But to act like one side does it, the other side does, like the Democrats do, like these leftists act like it's only the right that has sex scandals and is in bed with billionaires and all that other stuff. No, the Democrats do the same thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like Koch brother rhinos and stuff like that. They love illegal immigration. For sure.
They also love
rhinos are actually kind of worse in a lot of ways.
Underage Filipino boy prostitute. Flying them in on their private jets. I have sinned against you.
Well, you know, Joe, Rhino is an acronym for Republican in name only. So you're talking about a Democrat that hides in as a Republican in camouflage. You know what I mean?
Sure. Right, but a lot of people will believe it's they just go down the ballot.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like Rush Limbaugh types and stuff. They might have a good intention, but they don't. We have a big problem. Our masses are asleep. We are cooked.
Well, guys, here's the thing about the system, right? Our systems in the United States are not racist. They're not discriminatory, right? It's not having access to said systems. That's when racism, sexism comes in, right? If you don't have access to due process, if you don't have access to an attorney or your rights, once again, that is wrong. If blacks don't have access, it's racist or whatever. But guys, it's flipped in that men don't have access to things like due process.
Or their children.
Yeah, exactly. Therefore, therefore that sexism. White people right now are not having access to free speech and other things that blacks, Hispanics, LDHD TVs, straight white dudes especially, and I'm black and I'm saying this, right? So it's not the system itself, it's a lack of access to said system that you can say is systematic racism, but it's not the system themselves. Hold on. Because access to said thing is beneficial to everyone. Free speech, you have the right to, First Amendment, Fourth, Fifth, you know what I'm saying? All of that, if you have access to it, it can help everyone involved. What are you saying?
Yeah, so the other way of really trying to fight this things back is like what me and my buddy were doing. We're suing our local government because they're not doing their job. We just want them to do our job. We're not even really benefiting from it. But if we had like hundreds of thousands of people doing that all the time, then you would see some more changes. But it takes money. It takes time. They make it a big pain to do.
Raymond, there have been systems put in place since 1619, yes. And only one group of people had access to said systems, okay? Then over time, blacks, browns, women, everyone has had access to said systems, and now we're all better off. You cannot name me one system, one legal system, one policy that's off limits to one group in this country. Anyone can do anything that anyone else can. Period. Guys,
to make your point, can I just talk about Thailand and my understanding of their system? Because like a lot of people don't understand how it works in the rest of the world. So Thailand is one of the most accepting countries when it comes to its neighbors. They let in the Laotians, the South Vietnamese, the Cambodians, the people from Myanmar, the Hmong from China. They've let these groups in, and as accepting as the Thais are, despite the fact that these different populations have been in Thailand, living in the country, right, for more than 50 years, they still are not integrated nearly as well as the subpopulations that you have here in America.
Yes, the United States, more than anywhere else on Earth, tries the hardest to make to lessen the gap between majorities. Between minorities and the majority, right? You could argue that the UK does almost to a fault, as to where their majority is getting cooked, right? But guys, it's even crazier because think of this, and I've said this 1,000 times. All you have to do to be American is come here legally, get citizenship, and you are American. That's it. You are an American, period. Guys, if we move to China, we will never be Chinese. If we move to Thailand, we will never be Thai. If we move to England, we'll never be English.
Yeah.
There's an ethno-national standard that goes with that nationality. Guys, we don't ask for much. Come here legally, get your citizenship, and you are as American as apple pie. And people somehow act like the rest of the world is so much more tolerant. Please, guys, go to Saudi Arabia. Go to Lebanon. Kuwait, Dubai, go to Qatar. Yeah, if you go to like Abu Dhabi, even in the Muslim world, ethnic Arabs treat everyone else like absolute trash.
Nice.
You really think that the Saudis think that the Lebanese and the Palestinians are Arabs? You think that they're equals? Get the fuck out!
You've been had.
Yeah.
That's why they invite. That's why they invite so many of them to live there with them.
And even this, guys, when the United States started, most white people couldn't vote. Most men couldn't vote. Guys, there was freed slaves and women voting in elections in 1801 in New Jersey. There was black people and women voting before the majority of white men could. If you owned property in the United States, you could vote.
Yep.
That was anybody. They started gendering the language from like 1805 to about 1830. That's when they started saying men. And then universal male suffrage happened a ways after that. But to say like, oh, well, in 1619, 1500, all the white people in the New World were just living this amazing life, and the blacks and browns are, dude, most white people were getting wiped out and killed and living horrible lives. Because if you honestly think that the life of a white peasant that came over on a ship and was scooping horse poop with their bare hands was much better than how Hispanics and stuff lived? You're an idiot. Did you guys know there was blacks that were brought over by the Portuguese, I want to say, in like the 1400s, and then we're up to Mexico, and we're actually in Mexico and in California as far back as like 1500, like 1580.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
crazy, you know. But guys, once again, I can't say that King Raymond, we were already here because we came over with the Portuguese in like 1400 or no 1500. So there have been black people in the Americas for about what 600 years. That's going to play.
Yeah.
Now this whole indigenous where we're the real Native American guy. I don't believe that. Sorry. I mean, I've seen DNA
from Russia, Bering Strait.
They've actually looked back at the DNA, and the oldest bones found here in North America were the indigenous tribes. Until I actually see DNA records that shows that we were here, that's this thing that's been taken over the internet, because I think that a lot of blacks are like ashamed that we were slaves. I embrace it. We came from being slaves to being where we are now. We're the only group where we've done this, and we've set the standard for any type of civil rights worldwide. So to deny that, like, oh, well, we were here thousands of years ago. If there's some DNA evidence or archaeological evidence, I'll look at it, but I just don't believe it. So, and this is new, guys. I'm 45 years old. I've talked to people that are black academics that major in this stuff, and I've never heard of this until about a year ago. This whole we're the real natives and all this other stuff. I remember, hey, Red Door, if you're in the chat, Red Door, she was in someone's live stream with me, and she was saying that she's Native American. I think it was Red Talk Anna stream, and everyone in the chat's black, and she's like, "Well, I'm from this tribe," and they're like, "You're a fake Native American. We is the real Native Americans. You're not a real tribe. We're a real tribe." So wait a minute. We have records that go back to where, because remember, if there's one thing that Europeans are, is good at documenting things.
Yeah.
The Europeans and the Asians keep meticulous records. You really think that somehow the Europeans were bad at documenting the who and how much they were slaughtering back in the day? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if they could estimate how many people were wiped out on the very first day of the Battle of the Somme, was it 4 or 5 million men died in one day? I think that they could document who was here and how many were killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So until someone shows me distinct, concrete evidence that black people were in the Americas first, when this climate doesn't even fit our genetics, how would black people get our features living in North America? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and a lot of times they lived in a relative Garden of Eden, Africa. Like they have, there are sub-Saharan places and stuff like that. But if you actually start thinking about it, Africa is like a very abundant, luscious jungle, which has like so much food, so much. They don't really need to. Why would you really leave it?
Yeah, but what people did ultimately leave was they've traced the DNA of people going all the way from Africa to Australia and all this stuff. My point is this. Once again, this is why Europeans went around whooping ass, is because conflict and cold lead to innovation and problem solving. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Africa, the Americas, and Asia, there's a lot of food. There's a lot of space. Mm-hmm. So if I'm fighting with the snowboard tribe, I just walk 18 miles away and I never see them again.
Yeah.
In Europe, once again, you can move all the way. You can put all of Western Europe in the Pacific Northwest. Spain, Portugal, the UK, France, Germany, Scandinavia, all in Oregon, Washington State, Idaho, Montana, period. So you have thousands of different peoples, cultures, languages, all bopping each other upside the head, fighting for territory, resources, and you have a cold winter too.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to find ways to advance so that they can kill each other for more wars,
more white chicks.
Yeah.
But even that's the nature versus nurture thing. Like,
wait. He paid
what
for this piece for a Wagoneer?
Oh my, what a loser.
Look at that.
His buddy worked at the dealership and got that money for sure.
Here's the thing.
This is a piece of junk too.
Yeah. But to get back to it, there's a reason why the Chinese were innovating so much back in the day. Because they were tribes fighting. There was Chinese nation states that were fighting for like 1,000 years, and then they finally came together. But that's where gunpowder came from, some medicine, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's because conflict breeds more of that left side engineering part of the brain. That's just how it works. And the people who, because of political, economic, and environmental factors, who are the best at conflict were Europeans.
Yeah,
that's just the way it works. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Now that we're off that tangent, right?
Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott refusing to answer a straightforward question: how he justifies the cost of his taxpayer-funded SUV, the most expensive executive vehicle of any top elected official in Maryland.
So, again, I want to ask you the same question. How do you justify the cost of this vehicle?
We'll just stop you right there. We get it. We understand that your station has this severe right-wing effort underway.
Oh,
Our
please,
question centers on this.
please.
A 2025
Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Jeep Grand Wagoneer assigned to the mayor that cost taxpayers $163,495, according to records obtained by Spotlight on Maryland. The mayor is right. We have asked this question before to him, Baltimore City residents, and other elected leaders. But we're asking Scott.
He's supposed to be a mayor.
He looks young.
Wait, I thought that they said that the
learning
vehicle cost $500,000.
No, 160.
Oh, okay. All
How
right.
far his SUV exceeds the cost of vehicles used by other city and county leaders, and even the state's top official, Governor Wes Moore.
This is ridiculous. Let it go.
Then you didn't answer the
I
question.
understand.
How do
I
you
didn't answer the
justify the
question.
cost of
Just
this
because you
to
didn't
the
get the answer
taxpayers
that
of
you
Baltimore,
wanted.
the people who live
And
here?
your race slant.
Governor Wes Moore's 2025 Chevrolet Suburban costs about $72,000, with roughly $10,000 in security upgrades, a total of $82,141. Scott's vehicle price breaks down differently: about $98,000 for the SUV itself, and nearly $65,000 in security upgrades.
That thing better
It's
be able
money
to
laundering, man.
That thing better be able to fly for that much. Come on, man.
He had to get those 24s.
Yeah. No,
Those
he
sad
And the
feet.
spinners.
No, he had no spinners. They just got those lights are cheap to put on trucks. He had a buddy who worked either at the dealership or knew somebody who did this job for him. So in reality, it probably cost 10, 12 grand, just like the other vehicle did. It's not like they made the thing the freaking Pope Mobile. It's just a regular Grand Wagoneer, which is a piece of crap, by the way. It's junk.
Yep, horrible.
Rates. A 99%
I actually wish he did get an
almost
Escalade.
double.
Base price of SUVs now are, as you know, between $90,000 and $100,000.
Spotlight on Maryland fact-checked that claim. A 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer MSRP starts below $65,000.
No.
A 2026 Chevrolet Suburban starts around $63,000.
That's a Wagoneer and not a Grand Wagoneer.
And a 2026 Ford Expedition starts near $62,000. Prices well below what the mayor says.
A vehicle.
This guy's a clown. He's a total clown. Hold on, guys. Let's do this, and then we'll get on the topic here. Hold on.
But I'm sure they're gonna get the Baltimore Bridge repaired in a timely fashion.
Yeah, that's not the priority. The Wagoneer was.
Yeah. Well, this is good because he can actually do drive-by shootings in this car, and they can't break his windows. So maybe he actually did get some good stuff on there.
Hold on. Where is it? Here you go.
Are you going to step down and follow your own lead on that one? Congresswoman Sheila Shurfus McCormick is already facing decades in prison. Federal prosecutors say she moved money meant to register people for vaccines for her campaign and buying a 3-carat yellow diamond ring.
Look at that.
This new report from House investigators say the Congresswoman bought a Tesla, cruises, high-end hotels, and designer clothes. It also says jewelry.
Well.
From Tiffany's, another detail matching the ring.
She's wearing it. She's wearing it in this picture right here. Look at that.
Congresswoman's official portrait photo.
It's a heck of a report.
We showed ethics expert Peter Loge the report. The 59-page document includes bank records to track the money Florida paid to the Congresswoman's healthcare company. It says the money went to 3 companies, each controlled by the Congresswoman or her family. The Congresswoman's consulting company, investigators say, billed for 150,000 hours. That translates to 3 years of work in 1 year. Investigators also say they did not receive evidence that the companies actually provided staffing services to Trinity or had the capability to do so.
What I think is really troubling is this comes at a time where there's decreasing trust in politics and public officials in general. This ongoing investigation, fairly or not, undermines public trust.
The report also details possible campaign financing violations across multiple congressional campaigns, like $1 million from family members and herself, not reported to campaign finance regulators.
What a joke. All right, guys. So let's look at this first, and then we'll talk about. Okay, so guys, we all know that women love married men, right? Guys, if you want to get attention from chicks, guys, wear a fake wedding ring, right? Guys, I have a lot of background noise from someone. Please mute. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, guys, hold on. Women love married dudes. They love them. If you want attention from chicks, all you have to do, guys, is put on a fake wedding ring. And these chicks will be all over you. Hold on, let's do this. Now there's a, hold on. Let me go to my history here, guys. Hold on. The other one here. There's here you go.
You value your husband. If you value your husband, if you want to keep him around, you better be sleeping with him, because if not, somebody else, especially if he's a high value man, some other woman is standing by, and married men are highly valuable to other women because it's some kind of like social proof, like, oh, you know.
Yeah, we talked about that a few moments ago, where women want what other women want.
Yeah.
So women,
There you go. There you go. There you
Absolutely.
go. They're demons. Lenny, hey, what's up, dude? They're demons, man.
This is what I wanted to jump on today and add to the conversation, because I have personal experience with this.
Oh, here, let's watch this, and then the floor is yours, man.
would rather date a successful married man than a loser that lives in his mom's basement.
They'd rather date a married man, period, successful or not. You know,
That's single, right? Because of
Oh
that
yeah,
pre-selection,
absolutely.
right? Like a handsome, successful man that has women around him or is married demonstrates to other women that, you know, other women have already chosen him. So it saves them the hassle of trying to vet that guy. Like the easiest way for a woman to vet a high value man is to see a
pre-selection, yeah,
a guy with beautiful women in his proximity.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're a man that can actually initiate and hold conversations with other women, it doesn't even need to be anything flirty intentionally. Just being able to have a social conversation is enough to make a woman jealous. And I don't think it's a wise move for a man to try to appease a woman's jealousy, because that's going to work in his favor. Don't go and intentionally try to do it, but if it happens, and it will, because we're just jealous creatures. Let that brew a little bit, because that says that she's still invested in you, she's still interested, and she knows that you probably have some options if she doesn't keep herself in a line.
Yeah, if you're not creating competition anxiety in your wife, then you're going to have to manufacture it. Like, if it's not passively happening because other women are interested in you, like other women want to be with you, other men want to be like you, if you're not demonstrating your value passively, then you're going to have to manufacture it somehow. Maybe flirt lightly with the waitress, when you guys go out for dinner at some point, not too overtly, not too covertly, but enough that it's like, she cracked.
Blah, 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 blah. Right? And this is where he loses me, Like anyways. Matt.
Go back to that woman there.
Do you
see that mic that she had? She can fit that whole thing in her mouth.
Because look at all the surgery she's had too.
I know, that's why I'm saying that. You don't got to tell her to eat the mic.
Matt, the floor is yours, my friend.
Look, you guys know that I'm married to a Thai woman. So I have experience working in like the political realm. I'm a political representative where I live. And, I'll tell you, there's so much truth to wearing the wedding ring thing, because I work around women all the time, and I interact with them. And none of these women were in the slightest bit interested in me. And when I married my wife, it's like I get a completely different vibe from them. And to be honest with you, I don't want to go on about this, but it's revolting actually. It's because I in the back of my head, I keep in mind, you didn't even notice I existed. And didn't want to interact with me before I put this on. And now, because somebody is committed to me and somebody chose me, now all of a sudden you're interested. And what does that say about their character? What does that say about, quote unquote, their belief in the sisterhood, or upholding the vows that they would take for marriage? It says that they don't mean anything to them. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to steal what some other woman has already created for themselves.
Yeah.
They're not looking to do that for themselves. They're just looking to take from another woman. Right. And it's like that is that to me, just for me as a man, says everything that I need to know about that woman, that's not somebody that I would ever trust to get close to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't trust them with literally anything. That's why I'm saying that it's like, to see that behavior, it's revolting to me. It really is.
It's like the ultimate two-faced act, because it's
and guys, once again, it's these women complain about men cheating and men lie and men this and men that, but men cheat with women unless they're zesty. For every man who chose to bang, to cheat on his wife, there's a woman that chose to sleep with him.
That's true. And
absolutely insane.
And in my experience, with my male friends that I've had growing up, and I've had several hundred of them that I've been close with, the cheating is done at least 65% of the time by females. At least 65% of the time.
And that's just
that's what I know to be true.
No, listen. If you think about emotional cheating, right? Oh boy, it's all over the place. The attention seeking, the texting, the chatting to, the validation happens all the time. And society gives them a pass. Insane. Look at this. So are women more attracted to married men, or married men misinterpreting friendliness with attraction? person says there's 3 factors: misinterpretation of basic human friendliness and decency as signals of attraction. Seriously, it's so common. Also, some women will feel that if a guy is evidently securely attached to another chick, then she doesn't need to have quite such hard boundaries up around him because he's much less likely to misbehave. And then some women will sometimes feel that if a guy is evidently secured or attached to another chick, she doesn't need to have quite such hard boundaries up because someone likes him, can trust him. Do you guys see how they're just not acting like women?
Yeah, it's just coping. It's all
demons?
coping and rationalizations and projection and excuses. And not at all like it's like fairy tale. It's like they're stringing along a narrative and not really speaking to the heart of the matter, because that's not the vibe that I get. I'm sorry.
Look, yes, as a married woman, I enjoy my friendships with happily married men.
Sure you
No, because you get stuff out of them, you skank.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. Hold on.
And a lot of that is baited from simping in a way too.
Yeah.
In a sense, because you're like, oh well, I'm gonna help my friend's wife or my neighbor's wife or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's where TradCon, which we're now call simping. It's not like it always was that. Sometimes people just go to do nice things, but then they can kind of get sucked into things.
Snowboard. TradCons are just traditional men who haven't realized that there's no more traditional women.
Right.
That's all it is. It's thinking
that's right.
that you're in the 50s, but you're not. That's all TradCon thing is. There's nothing wrong with TradCon thinking if women actually were traditional chicks.
Yes.
That should be the default. But TradCons don't want to admit that women are just as big a piece of trash as men. What is the appeal of married men to some women? As above, why do some women actively pursue married men? I've seen the whole subreddit dedicated to women who want married men who describe themselves as home wreckers. Look at that, guys. There's probably different reasonings. For some, it may be an issue of lack of confidence and wanting to feel like the man chooses them over someone they're already committed to.
And I just want to pause right there and say that, for all of these women who say that they, put children first, explain to me how home wrecking is putting children first. In my opinion, the way that I look at things, a child should always come before an adult. And like these women, this is again another instance going based off of like the show last night where we gave examples of where women will put themselves before children. This is another example where they're putting their own sexual desires before the interests of that man's children. Do you think that man's children want him screwing around outside of his relationship with their mother? Hell no. 0% of children would vote for that.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys.
I've thought about that many times. It's crazy.
I'm a home wrecker and not by accident, and it worked. Look at that.
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Yeah. Guys, hit the like button. Guys, we have 48 likes. Let's try and hit 100 likes. Guys.
I don't think it's fantasy. I think this actually can be a winning strategy for women, for sure. She's probably killing it.
Not for the children of the man who they did it with.
But
that's
for her
my point.
Personally,
yes.
For her personal gain, yes.
Sure, that can work out in her favor, but not for that guy's children.
Yeah. But she
Sure.
doesn't care about them, and she doesn't
right.
care about her own children.
And
Probably.
that makes my point.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I destroyed my husband's previous marriage and stole him. So she was a high school teacher. There you go, guys.
Yeah,
right,
there you go.
Right.
304 University.
She's a goddamn whore. He worked in tech, had a great income, so I felt well provided for, and the low wages of teaching wasn't a great stress. He dumped me out of the blue. I was devastated. This was a man I gave my whole life to. We had talked about marriage and children, and we were planning to get married before the cough. So he got the house. He gave her $15,000. So everyone at her school was supportive, including the principal, who was a very good-looking, caring, and thoughtful man of 40. He was married. I met his wife at school functions, and she was wonderful. Look at that.
Yep.
His life was happy. His wife was happy. His kids were happy. Were. Past tense. I found myself lingering around the office a bit more and appreciating the attention he was giving me in my post-breakup funk, even though it was strictly professional. I saw a picture of he and his wife on the desk, and I thought, I want that. Look at that.
Oh,
absolute skeezer. You guys got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere.
Come on, man. I decided that I wanted to be her. I was very fit, personal, curvy, in the right places. And a 26-year-old who goes to the gym, and his wife wasn't older than he was and had a couple of kids. She was a little more fluffy, so I started wearing slightly less conservative clothing and started flirting with the principal. Not too much, but a little more attention. I asked him for help with school plans. Look at this. I looked at him in the eye and smiled for no reason. Look at this. They spent more and more time together. Look at that. I asked him if he could come over and help me slide my fridge out to get behind it. It was a dumb excuse me. I told him that it was a man-sized object and he could do it. Willie lived 3 miles away, so he agreed. And guys, any woman listening to this, this is why you don't want your boyfriend, husband doing boyfriend, husbandly things for other chicks.
Yeah.
There's no reason why this man's wife should have been okay with him going to some single woman's house without her. And guys, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, the 20s, this never happened. My parents never had opposite gender friends. My grandparents sure as shit didn't. You know what I'm saying? They would hang out with married couples, yes. You know? But I never saw my dad just, well, hey, honey, I'm going out with Stacy today. No way. You know? Look at this. We just hung out and talked for a couple hours. It came around to how much I hated sleeping in an empty bed. Look at that. The hardest part of getting dumped. And then I casually mentioned that I have a pretty high sex drive. It wasn't easy to live celibate. He said, it won't be hard for you to find someone. I just looked at him and said, I could find someone, but I needed to be the right one. That was it. It set the stage. 2 weeks later, I had another need for help setting up my Roku.
Oh,
he came over, and then I made my move, and that's when I seduced him. Look at that, guys, right?
Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
Oh, she's a whore.
Look at that.
Yep.
The sex was great. I made sure to be good at it. This wasn't sex. It was seduction. They were banging for 50.
By the way, they should be teaching your kids. They should just be teaching your kids. Remember that as well.
She said, even when she had a boyfriend, she was still letting him hit the skins. I told him that it was time for me to build a life, and I wanted it to be with him. I would leave my boyfriend, and if he would leave his wife.
Wait, so they did that for 15 months?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He left his wife for some teacher 304. You absolute scumbag. Look at this. My family was torn apart years ago by a woman like yourself. You're a real piece of trash, and I hope happiness with this man turns to ashes in your mouth. I have absolutely no sympathy for home wreckers. Look at that. Wow.
Even if this is fake, this archetype or situation happens a lot.
Look at this. Why are women more attracted to married men? When I was single, it seems it was harder finding a good chick. Now that I'm married, I get hit on all the time. Why? Someone says you have now been vetted by one of them. Facts. Someone says, so when I was single, I never got hit on, but now that I'm married, you never get hit on. His name is Mudbutt. You goof. Anyways, you were saying?
Yeah, like it all goes back to that saying. If they'll do it with you, they'll do it to you. And this is like, how can you trust somebody that leaves their wife to be with you?
Yeah.
You know, because like, how do you know, like, that person's already demonstrated that, like, when they perceive that the grass is greener later on in life, they will definitely make that choice and jump ship. There's no loyalty there.
Yep. These women are so dumb that they actually think that that's going to be the case. All right then. So like, my friend John, he's cheated on every single girl he's ever been with, but he met his first wife when he was with another girl. He was cheating with her, and then they got married, and then he cheated on her. And I'm like, why would your first wife marry you?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I had to turn a chick down the other night that wanted to hang out, and because she's like, "Well, I'm breaking up with this guy. When I've done tree work for him, I like the guy. He's a nice guy." I was like, "Yeah, but I wouldn't do anything with you if you need to have your own place and be moved out of there." You know what I mean? Like, just the way they would, like, the gall is just like, come on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's really sad. Also, too, I do want to say, part of it, with the guy and the teacher, the principal one, the guy kind of was probably sort of, he might have started off by simping a little bit. Like, I do think that she did basically seduce him, but he also did play a part in this too. We can't say
he
it's
made
not
himself
the guy's fault at
vulnerable.
all.
Yeah.
Too many
he
times.
entertained it.
Yeah, he shouldn't have put himself in that position.
No, he should not have. So like,
now, guys, I'm not the jealous type, obviously, but guys, like once again, if you choose to be in a relationship, then you have to be smart. You have to have boundaries. Because look, like, there are chicks where you're like, why are you with this? Like, this guy is not your friend. He's just trying to smash. And then when you're not around, he tries to talk shit to me because I'm your boyfriend. That's not true. We've been friends forever. He's my bestie, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Now, guys, you guys remember the one of the biggest cases of a chick being with a married man in history is? I think all of us remember this. You guys remember the Amy Fisher case? No, the Amy Fisher case.
It sounds very familiar.
Oh my secret! For the love of God, unmute yourself. You remember the Amy Fisher case?
For the love of God.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Snowboard. Wait, how old are you, bro? What, are you serious?
I'm 37.
Oh my gosh, guys, put a
The
one
Long Island.
if you remember. Yeah, the Long Island Lolita, right, guys? So Joey Buttafuoco over here, he was. Yeah. So he was banging this little trollop named Amy Fisher, and when he didn't want to leave his wife for her, Amy Fisher knocked on the door, and when the wife answered the door, she said,
"Yeah,"
and the wife lived. She lived.
Oh my God!
So here we go, guys.
Eyewitness News is next, and coming up, she's only 17, but she is accused of a very adult crime, pulling the trigger on the wife of her 38-year-old lover. We'll have the story.
Hey guys, look at how old that Joey Buttafuoco looks at 38, and this snowboard. Compare yourself to him, and you'll see how much older that people look. Because this was back in the 90s, right? Yeah.
This is Channel 7 Eyewitness News with Bill Butel and Susan Rosejohn. Scott Clark with sports. Sam Champion with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. And
all these people are like in their 30s and 40s, like they're like late 30s.
The Eyewitness News team.
Crazy.
Now, Eyewitness News.
I don't think that this is copyright. Wait, is this 2020? I don't know.
You might be able to find like a smaller like documentary thing.
Yeah.
Here. If it's been around long enough, I wouldn't risk
guys,
it.
I don't want to get the stream taken down here. Let's see.
The key to tracking down her attack.
No, that's all. These are all. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just trying to not have the stream taken down. But yeah, guys.
Is that
Flashback.
him?
This one probably.
My two beautiful children are having a difficult time leaving me alone. They are afraid.
She's in her 30s right there, guys. Look at that. She's in her 30s. Yeah.
Leaving me alone. They are afraid I might not be there when they get home from school. They have been severely traumatized by this.
Look at this
event,
black-eyed
and
nihilist.
This, to me, is the greatest tragedy of all. All this damage by someone who still shows absolutely no remorse for her actions.
The final chapter in the saga of the Long Island Lolita, Amy Fisher coming face to face with her victim.
Sometimes I think this is a nightmare and it didn't happen, and then I realized that it did.
It was the first time Amy Fisher had seen Mary Jo Buttafuoco since May 19th, 1990.
And she stayed with her husband too. Oh!
Today she sauntered up to the Long Island housewife's home and put a bullet in her head. This time, the two met in a court to hear a judge sentence Amy Fisher to 5 to 15 years in prison.
5 to 15 years?
Jesus, man.
For shooting someone in the face?
She's going to be hell on wheels when she gets out of the can at 27 years old or whatever.
Look at that.
For many months, you had stalked Mary Jo Buttafuoco like a wild animal stalks its prey. Motivated by lust and passion, you were a walking stick of dynamite with the fuse lit.
The seductive teenager says she had a steamy romance with Mary Jo Buttafuoco's husband, Joey, a man older than her.
It's Joey!
I just got to say, I'm going to quote Rick James, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
To be her father. He was the 36-year-old owner of the local auto body shop. She was a 16-year-old high school student when she says the affair began. Today, Amy Fisher stuck to her story.
These things, Your Honor, they are all true. They are facts. And I cannot and will not take them back for the sake of harmony.
Mary Jo spoke of her own truths and railed against the girl who permanently disfigured her.
The bullet is still lodged in the base of my brain and causes me constant pain and suffering. The future holds numerous operations, and if there is any unnatural movement of the bullet, I am faced with paralysis and perhaps even death.
She defends her husband of 20 years.
This is like female simping in a way.
Yeah. I told
you know what I mean?
There's no reason why they
Joey was laying some pipe down.
Yeah.
Police say Joey Buttafuoco initially admitted to having an affair with Amy Fisher.
Forget about it.
He's like 38 right there. Isn't that nuts? How much older people looked?
Today at a news conference, he claimed he never had sex with the teenager.
Amy Fisher is a liar.
She's a lying who?
And has zero credibility. She knows that. I know she's a liar. I know she has no credibility.
Joey was not in court today. Once again, Mary Jo faced Amy Fisher alone. She read a letter written by her young daughter, Jessica.
Thank you for putting Amy Fisher in jail. She has done so many bad things to my family and I. Please make Amy Fisher stay in jail for a very long time so she can't hurt my mom again. My daddy, brother, Paul, and I love her very much.
Joey and Paulie. Oh!
The judge showed no sympathy for Amy.
You are a tragedy and disgrace to yourself, to your family, to your friends, and to society. And you deserve no less.
She doesn't care.
Than the maximum sentence.
Here you go, guys.
Does it look like she cares, guys? She doesn't care at all.
My two beautiful children. I have
They're called low.
My hand over her face.
The prosecutor says he is leaving Joey alone.
Amy Fisher is not believable, and we don't prosecute people because they're called lowlifes.
Even before today's formal...
Look at that, guys. Yeah, that's the first thing that I can think of. where these
No, I know there's the original OG teacher scandal that I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother was taping it because it happened in New Hampshire, not far from where she lived, on the same lake, actually. Elizabeth Smart, I think, her last name was, they call her the Ice Queen because she was like cold as ice, and she was with the two. She was not even a real teacher, a teacher's aide who was married, left the husband for one of the kids at school, and then tried to have two of the school kids delete the husband. I think they called her the Ice Queen. I think it's like her last name was Smart, I believe, Elizabeth Smart or something. But I think that feels like someone who got kidnapped.
Yeah.
But someone told me, like, at the time that was like the same thing as Kyle Rittenhouse level viewership. That people were like taping it and stuff. Not as big as OG, but pretty big.
Yeah. Let's see. There's one more news story, and then we'll go to TikTok, guys, because this is some foolishness, man. And we see this all the time, right? Where the girlfriend shoots the guy because he won't leave his wife. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Yeah.
But also, too, with that principal story, which could be made up, he did carry it on for like 15 months while she was also getting railed by another guy.
Yeah.
That's not, you know what I mean? He kind of should have maybe figured out, like, I got kids in my family. I had like a little bit of fun, but I'm done with this. He did choose to kind of keep going back, which was bad.
Hold on. There's one more. Oh, either way. Let's see. But yeah, guys, we see that a lot. The new girlfriend can't stand the fact that the husband won't leave his wife.
Which is narcissistic. It's like, you're a side chick.
Yeah.
Just, stop this. The world doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah, but tell a woman that.
Yeah.
They'll actually believe you. It's crazy. Okay, let's go here, guys. One second. Let's go here.
Oh, Pamela Smart was the woman's name. Sorry, Elizabeth Smart. I think it's someone who got like kidnapped or something.
Oh, he understands me. We can talk about anything. Oh my God, and when he makes love to me. Girl, sit yourself down. The Lord did not send you a married man. I don't care how good it feels. Up there talking about, oh, I gotta thank the Lord Jesus Christ.
To cheat?
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's how demonic they are.
They just, no one has any pride in themselves or value. It's like,
not at all.
It's just insane. I'm not too familiar with this problem. I might need to try this wedding ring test.
I heard a doctor say that whenever he started wearing a wedding ring after he got married, more women started hitting on him. And that's the truth. There are women that are very trashy, and they have a thing particularly for married men. The challenge and the chase of someone else's man excites them. And that is exactly why you want to date or marry a man who has good boundaries with other women. You don't want to date the guy. You don't want to marry the guy that's like, I could have a work wife. I have a best female friend. Men that don't have boundaries with other women, that let other women constantly flirt with him and he indulges it because he doesn't want to hurt her feelings. Steer far and clear from those men. Because at the end of the day, no matter how a woman behaves towards your husband, it is his job to put boundaries in place and protect your marriage, because there's always going to be trashy women that are like, ooh, married man. Mistresses are unfortunately always going to exist because there's always going to be women who have no self-respect. So yes, honestly, to some women, your husband is attractive just because he's with you. And that is why a good man, a faithful husband, will have good boundaries with all other women. I heard a doctor say that whenever he started...
it's up to both sexes, but it's just disgusting that these women are like, this guy's hit the like button, guys. Just trying to hit 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button, guys. We're almost at 30,000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
that's what I'm saying. I'm
going to let you in on
it. It's the crypt keeper, guys. Look at
He is a ghost.
What are you saying?
That's why I'm saying that the principal one was kind of interesting because he probably did just really help her move her fridge first, and like she sucked him in more. And then like when he did to do the remote, like so it was like a progressive thing, but I think it did come from a good place. So yeah, you know, this lady only lives 3 miles down the road. I'm just going to help her like move her fridge in or something. So like, so I think if he didn't have that in him to help her do that, I don't think it would have happened, because she would have been like, yeah, I'm not really going to keep asking too much.
So in other words, she sucked him in, then sucked him off.
Yeah.
In no particular order. Oh!
The fridge wasn't the only thing that got pushed in. Come on.
Oh!
It's almost like the guy had no principles over here.
Guys, here we go. Here we go.
I just want to know why it turns me on.
Because you're broke.
I would like for you to. I just want to know why it turns me on.
Because you're broken. Because you're lost. Because you have daddy issues. Because you don't love yourself. Because you need a better relationship with yourself, God, and a therapist. And until you get all that in alignment, you don't need to nobody, date nobody, see nobody, talk to nobody but yourself.
Let me say something to you, baby. Listen to me. I'm not going to beat you up. Don't let anybody else in here make you believe that because you made a bad decision, that you're a bad person.
You've been had. You've been took.
That's somewhat of the definition of a bad person.
Led astray. Run amok.
If that doesn't make you a bad person, what does?
Look at this panda bear.
Yeah. A demonic, knuckle-headed, loose 304. Like, what are you talking about?
It's
That's
so
not the
true.
definition of a bad person. What would you think that they would say to a guy who was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm with a married woman. They would call him a dog, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, too, what was I gonna say? I don't like to say this, but now if I like see a cross on some, I actually am gonna almost assume that she is a 304 a little bit to a degree.
That's a sign of the 304. Yeah.
But I'm saying that's a big sign of our time too, that it's like, that's really not good. That's not good. You know, these are people in church talking about it. Did they shame her? Not really. They, you know what I mean? It's just very bizarre, but I didn't realize all the 304ing and I never knew this wedding ring thing like that. It's like particularly disgusting because they will wreck a home. Like they really don't care about anyone else but themselves. And it's like, it's a bit disheartening to see that.
Yeah.
Because you are not.
I'm not.
You are a person who made a bad decision.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And everybody that's sitting in this room has made bad decisions.
Decisions.
One thing. Decision, no, I'm just saying.
3 years of decisions. Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm ready for it.
Haven't you made?
I can't be in any predominantly black space. It's just they're just so extra, and
They're just so loud. Yeah,
it's such cab. No, they're just so extra. It's like why do you have to be so extra about everything? It makes no sense, you know. But back to this dunderhead.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Women prefer to date married men than single men.
Because they're all whores. Because they're handing out blowies.
quiet out there wondering why you're not having a lot of luck in the world of dating, it's because women prefer married men or even men in long-term relationships. And I'm going to tell you why. So firstly, they like the challenge, which is probably what you would expect. They like the thrill. They like the challenge of getting a married man and thinking, do you know what? He's married. He's completely taken for, but I'm that great. I'm that attractive. I'm that good in bed that I can lead him astray from his wife. Firstly, he's probably been led astray from his wife many times, so you're not that special, love. And secondly, he's never going to leave his wife for you. Very, very, very small percentage will leave her life. So yeah, so they like married men because of the thrill, because of the chase, because of the excitement, but also because married men tend to shower them with gifts because they feel guilty. They feel guilty about cheating on their wives, so they shower their wife with gifts and they shower the new one with gifts.
I honestly think that guys that are married or in relationships aren't giving them simp attention, right? Like they aren't oogling chicks. They're just moving on about their day. And the fact that like there's just one guy out of 1,000, this is like, they're like, oh, I'm gonna show him something and give him a blowy, you know?
Take them out to fancy restaurants, do all the things that they don't do with their wives. So they're getting wined and dined to these single women. They're loving it. Single men can't compete. I'm sorry, single men just cannot compete with married men when it comes to women. Maybe you don't want to compete. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, have a great day. So sundress today. Mwah.
Wow, you're annoying. Look at this chick. Look at this filter fighting for its life, dude. Look at that. Dating advice for men and advocating for men's rights.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Is she serious?
Women do not date broke men. Now, before you all jump in my comments and say, tell me something I don't know, let me tell you a little story, okay? So this woman that I used to work with.
Look, I don't knock anyone's hustle, but guys, really, all these simps in her comments, serious. And guys, look at this. Like, what?
She has like a ghost's face.
Like what is going? Look at all these simps in her comments.
It's kind of what you're saying.
What's so funny is that everyone says Pearl is a grifter. No, this is a grifter. This and that Roma army and those dunderheads are grifters. Look at that.
Imagine a world where you could sue women every time they lie. Can you imagine how much money you would make, how much money you would make as a man? Because for women, lying just seems to come naturally. It literally just falls off the tongue.
And that's what you're doing right now.
Every video has her titties out.
I can't, guys.
Yeah. How come Pearl never puts her titties out? What's up with that?
I know. I think Pearl's kind of hot.
I know. Yeah, I like Pearl too.
I just don't get it, guys. Like this is.
Well, it's kind of what you were talking about last night, where if you got rid of your common sense, your morals and values, and you started pandering to women, you would probably be at 300,000 subs by now.
Yeah.
And so the same with these women. They always got to lead with their sex because they want to get those panda bears and those simps.
Yep, that's true.
I dated a married man and I don't feel bad. And I know a lot of people are going to leave me hate in the comments for this, but just hear me out. The story starts at my job where I met him for the first time. He came in with a bunch of his coworkers and instantly I was drawn to him. Physically, he was not my type. He was short, he was chubby, and he was also Filipino. So the night goes on and he tipped me a ton of money that night and afterwards asked me if he could take me out sometime. And I said, yeah, sure. And just because he had tipped me so much, I gave him my number and he gave me his, but I never expected to hear from him after that. But then about a week later, he texted me and he seemed really persistent to want to take me out. And I was a little apprehensive. So we settled on just a lunch date. This lunch date, which was, by the way, at a super nice steakhouse, ended up turning into a shopping event. I never meant for this to be a sugar daddy situation, but when he said that he wanted to take me to Valentino...
Well, she just oopsie daisied herself into a sugar baby situation.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on.
A pot smoking.
on a shopping spree, I was like, sure. Like literally at that point in my life, I had only ever owned like one Michael Kors bag. After that shopping spree, it did sort of turn into a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation. And I'm not gonna lie, he spent a lot of money and he would even pay me to hang out with him. The one odd thing was that there was never any intimate contact between us. Like there would maybe be hand holding and maybe like a kiss on the cheek, but never anything more than that. Sometimes he would joke about having a micro you-know-what, and so I assumed maybe it was because of that. And to be honest, I was getting like more and more attracted to him the more time we spent together. He was super nice to me. Like my previous boyfriend, I paid all the bills. I took care of us financially. A year into this relationship, it goes from a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship to me actually catching legitimate feelings for this guy. So much so that he actually plans a trip to New York City, flies me out first class with him, puts me up in a 5-star luxury hotel, and invites my entire family to stay with us. He takes me to the Cartier store and buys me a forever bracelet. I thought this guy was going to propose to me. So I decided I was going to make it Instagram official, and I even posted a picture of us. The trip ends, we go back.
Oh, I remember this one.
She
I did
posted
a
a
video
picture of
on
them
this one.
online.
I did a video of this one like 2 years ago. Oh, check this out, guys.
Home, and things take a really, really weird turn. And I want you guys to remember that this guy was still spending lots of money on me, and specifically at Louis Vuitton. Remember that, because that is an important detail you will need to know at the end.
Check this out,
He
guys.
starts being really flaky once we get back from our New York trip. He's not answering my text messages, and eventually I crack and I just call him up. I say, hey, can we have lunch? Because I want to know what's going on between us. So he meets up with me for lunch, and he finally confesses why he's been so weird. He tells me that he's been having chronic headaches, and he decided to go see a neurologist, and that neurologist told him that he had some sort of lesion or spot on his brain. Because this guy was super well connected in the Philippines and knew a lot of doctors there, he was going to go fly there for 3 to 4 weeks and figure out what was going on. And then things get even weirder. For 3 to 4 weeks, I don't hear from him at all. And because I'm so delulu, I actually convinced myself that it was probably because there was no cell phone service in the Philippines. Your girl is panicking. She's checking obituaries every single day because I'm literally thinking the worst. So eventually I say enough is enough, and I remember one thing about this man. I remember where he said he worked. And I also remember the names of one of his coworkers. Well, I call up his work, I ask for him, and obviously he's not in. So then I ask to be transferred to his coworker who is there. And as soon as I tell the coworker who I am and that I'm looking for so-and-so, he is like completely shocked and caught off guard. Like he tells me that he can't discuss this over the phone, but that he would like to meet up for dinner that night and tell me everything that's going on because he just feels that it's fair to me. So I start freaking out. So I meet up with this guy for dinner and I'm just like, hey,
And she's
what's going
loving
on? Like
this, too.
so-and-so told me that he has a brain tumor possibly. He's been in the Philippines for 4 weeks. And his coworker tells me that he is indeed in the Philippines, but he's not there for the reason that he told me. He is there for the funeral of his father with his wife and 2 kids. And I go on and tell his coworker all the things that he's been doing with me, all the shopping trips, all of the vacations.
Wow.
And he's like
Just
shocked
runs
that
her
this
mouth.
man even has this much money to be able to spoil me this way. And I end up finding out that his wife actually works for Louis Vuitton. And she explains all of the Louis Vuitton gifts. At this point, I was so heartbroken and so shocked, and I was so ready
So
to
wait
lose
a
all
minute.
the
Yeah,
money.
right.
But then about
He had
2
like
weeks
a customer discount or something,
Yeah,
or they were
yeah.
her old bags.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
later, I got a really scary and threatening message from a woman on my Instagram who commented on that picture that I posted of him. Obviously, his wife. Turns out she found out because he used her airline points to book our first class flights to New York City.
Now all of a
And
sudden it's
banned.
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch.
And she saw my name on the reservation using her points. Now, obviously, this must have been devastating to her, and my sympathy goes out to her, but I felt like I was
Please.
completely bamboozled as well. To this day, I still have such a hard time trusting people because this person was capable of creating.
Yeah, see, no accountability to her.
Yep.
At all, none. All she was flim flam, bamboozled, didn't do enough research.
Yep.
Skeezer.
And do you believe
getting-
after all that money, after all those gifts, after all those trips, she didn't bust it down for a real one? Come on.
Yeah.
So I only date married men, and let me tell you the reasons why. Number
See the
one,
cross?
married men
Just
are
lying.
less clingy. They cannot blow my phone up all day. I don't have to see them every single day. Why? Because they have a wife. They have a family. Number two, single men usually want kids. Married men already have them. So he always has to leave his home, for some peace and quiet. And that's when he comes to me. And I don't have to deal with the whole, stepchildren, kid bullshit.
You
Number
have a
three,
kid in the
married men,
background.
They want commitment because they're already committed to somebody else. So I honestly get all the perks. Have a nice steak dinner, hotel rooms, gifts, and I don't even have to split bills or fucking do their laundry. And number four, I date married men because they are rentals. I check in and check out whenever the fuck I want. I check in when I want attention. I check out right before the arguments start. I don't do family drama. I don't do mother-in-laws. I just do him and go back to my, to my home, to my peace.
Look at that, guys. Right? Look at that. What an absolute demon of a human being, man.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. Look
Selfish.
at that.
She has her own kid, so she has her own bastard kid. Will ruin
Disgusting.
someone else's time.
A pot smoking slut.
Vacuous.
Colin's like, did someone say horse?
Yeah.
Did someone say sluts?
I'm dating a married man. Let me backtrack a little to further explain this story. I'm a housekeeper and a nanny for the married man I'm seeing.
304 and 304. Two 304 jobs at the same time. Look at that guy.
His wife had an ad out for a nanny and a housekeeper, and I applied. Nina and I had a great talk at my interview. We got along great, and their house is beautiful. Oh, it's also a live-in position, so I live there.
What?
Even though Nina and I had a great interview, I really didn't think I was going to get the job because I've previously been incarcerated. And a family with a house.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Well, look at that, man. Married Chad Boudreaux in the house, and then he said,
Oh, man.
House like that is not going to not do a background check on me. But Nina never did. A few days later, I got a call from her and she offered me the job. The pay is insane, more than I ever thought I would make, so I had to take it. Just her daughter, and her husband. When I first got to the house, Nina showed me to my room. I'd been living in my car after getting out of prison. I'm going to keep the reason I was incarcerated to myself. I'm staying in the attic. It's a small room with a bed and not much else in it. I'm super grateful because it's much better than living out of my car. Only weird thing about the room is that there's a lock on the outside of the door. I brought it up to Nina when she first showed me the room. Immediately got me a key though, and everything worked out fine. Now, Nina seemed like a great boss at first. I was very excited to work for her. As time has gone on, she's turned absolutely crazy. She's on medication for psychosis. Yesterday morning, I woke up to her throwing all the food out of the fridge because she couldn't find her PTA notes. And she's terrible to her perfect husband. I can't understand why. Him and I have had a flirtation since the start, but I tried to avoid him as much as possible at the beginning to not cause any trouble. I just can't help staying away from him, though. Last week is when things really took a turn between us. Nina was going for the weekend to drive her daughter up to summer camp. Andrew and Nina were supposed to go to her favorite Broadway show. Andrew's her husband, my boyfriend that I'm now seeing. I bought them the tickets for the show because she asked me to for that weekend. And then she proceeded to tell me she would have never said that weekend because she had to take her daughter to summer camp. So last weekend, Andrew asked me if I was together that night. That night was amazing, but I also knew it could never happen again. And Andrew agreed. He's married. But if he...
Blah, blah, blah. Either way, she's a whore. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Yeah. Let's be honest. She's 304. That's it.
We let a vampire into your house like that. That's what happens.
Yep.
True.
Just like vampires. Don't invite them in. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
True confessions, y'all. One mistake that I made that I'll never do again, and I learned my lesson, was dating...
Just driving while you're making... TikTok, you idiot.
A man who is married. Okay. And before you start thinking bad about me, let me just say, he said he was going through a divorce. Okay. And I believed him. Because I'm trying not to be toxic and just think that everything that comes out of a man's mouth is a lie. Okay. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, man. But I got played in the end. And I had caught feelings. And I was a sad girl when he told me, like, at least he told me, but I mean, he just told me, like, yeah, I'm still going to be involved with my wife. But the fact that you just kept me, like, you just dragged me with you while you was trying to figure it out, knowing how I felt, is what bothers me. And even though I forgive, because we should still forgive, when I think about it sometimes, I'm like, oh, like, why do I let people do this type of stuff to me? Like, I don't know, but lesson learned. Don't date married men till they're divorced. True confessions, y'all. One mistake.
She had a butterfly tattoo as well. Another thing too, it goes the opposite way a little bit too. When a woman says like,
Having a baby.
we're separated and stuff like that. She just wants to get piped down like right away. So be very careful, because I've had like a husband call me and it's like, yeah, I didn't know like I had really kind of no idea and stuff. So
Snowboard said, "Hey man, hold on, I gotta put you on hold.
Let me get my buddies to put on speaker. Yeah,
while I finish real quick." Now she's all yours, buddy.
Yeah. With a married man is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, same thing goes for the men too. Having a baby.
Ugh. Oh, that's what she was saying. Okay, I couldn't really hear.
Matt Williams, how you doing, man? Dante's here, Carlos X is here, Memphis is here, Jeff's here, Engineer's here. What's up, guys? It's good to see you guys here on a Monday.
Having a baby with a married man is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, same thing goes for the men too. Like, it's one thing to cheat on your wife. Like, that's bad enough in itself. But you're raw dogging and dumping inside of a woman that's not your wife. Like, just as if there's no consequences that come with that. Yeah, you're playing a very dangerous game. Like, even if he marries you, like even if he leaves his wife and marries you, which usually they don't do, but in some cases they do.
Yeah, she knows by experience, right?
Still kind of crazy, because that scarlet letter is always going to follow you. You're always going to be reminded. Society will always remind you that, you was, of who you are and your ranking in his life, and how, you feel me, like how this whole thing came to be. And it's like, who the fuck wants to be the child of a mistress or the child of like an affair? The fuck? Like, don't nobody want that. So how do you tell, like, when people ask like, how did y'all meet? What do you say? Because y'all met when y'all was married. Y'all met when he was married. So how does that work? You have to lie, or you have to like omit some sort of details. You feel me? You can't tell the whole story. Like, and then getting a woman pregnant while you're married, like, that's disgusting. That is so sloppy. Like, that is just like, ew. You lack discipline. You got a woman pregnant while you was married? Ugh. Like, I feel like the niggas that be getting women pregnant while they're married, they don't be getting enough smoke either. Like, because that is disgusting. You are a dirty dick dog. DDD, child. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck if y'all been married for 30 plus years. I don't give a fuck if y'all was married for 50 years.
You can't, guys. Just go ahead.
So I've been dating my secret boyfriend for a year. Yep, a year. We've been actually having such a great time. We talked about having kids. We talked about moving in together. We even talked about getting married. Like, and mind you, like, I've been very, very private.
No, she talked about it.
So everything's been going so smooth, but like, there's literally like one problem. He's married. He has a wife. They've been together for 16 years, and they just don't have any connection anymore, and I've just been sitting here waiting because he said he's going to divorce her. And one of the good things from this is, like, she has a lot of money. So, like, she's the breadwinner. Like, she's the breadwinner, and she be giving him weekly allowances, and those allowances pay for, our dates, or when he wants to treat me for clothes, want to take me shopping, if we want to take a little quick trip, like, so I'll just be chilling, whatever. So everything is going smooth, and honestly, I don't think she really even suspected us. Like, I don't think she even suspected, like, his affair or anything, but, like, recently she went on his iPad and saw explicit pictures and videos of me, which, of course, in any other woman, she would be upset. She got upset with him and served him with divorce papers. So I'm like, okay, great. They're really gonna get divorced, and I'm gonna stick beside him, because why would I leave? Like, this is what I've been waiting for.
But the money will stop.
Until recently, I just got served with papers too, because I got subpoenaed that I need to go to court. Talking about, because I guess, like, she said, like, he doesn't deserve any of his money, and he says he does, and I mean, I think so too, because hello. but they want me to go there because they want to see how much she's been spending on me, how much she spends in total, and they're gonna bring up like the pictures and videos, and I don't want them bringing up that because that's private to me. And so I am looking for a lawyer to represent me and help me with this case. And this is very embarrassing because a lot of y'all bitches be sounding like that. Like y'all literally will go to depths of putting someone else in a certain position and think that that someone's supposed to represent you. Are you dumb?
You're right, guys.
You are.
So
Yeah.
I've been dating.
Total skeezer.
Yeah.
Total skeezer. Look at this.
And you know what a female breadwinner is called?
This is why it's so
yeast
hard
maker.
to support Black and brown businesses. I am so over the unprofessionalism that I have to deal with. All right. Let me tell you something. My son had an appointment yesterday for 4:30.
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
PM with Fade the barber. Fade the father, whatever the fuck. His name is.
This chick's cussing like a drunken sailor, man.
Yeah. So I've also noticed this, which she's talking about customer service. The past few women that I have for customer service, so I had to order a because this lady that I do logging for has gives me a lot of work. She's like, Joe, like the plow truck hit my mailbox. So I was replacing this like custom cast iron, like mailbox bracket essentially. And they were hard to find, like one that looked the same.
Someone that I commented on yesterday blocked me.
Nice.
Keep going, my
Yeah. So anyways, I found one of them, and it was like I live in New Hampshire, but the store was in Mass, and I was like, hey, do you have this one available? I'd like to order it and buy it. She's like, okay, yeah, we have it here. Come on down and get it. I was like, no, like you need to ship it to me. I live like 5 hours away. I can't drive in and get that. Like, oh, sorry, we don't ship it. Like, it's a small thing. Can you just can I pay you extra money and you can put in? Yeah, we don't ship it. And then I called another place in Maine and they did the same thing. And the part, it's a very small part. And it's just like, you idiots, I'm going to pay you money to do this. And it's, you know what I mean? I just could not believe just the attitude and like the lack to go the extra mile. I feel like if it was a guy there, they would have been like, you know what, man, like I can swing by the UPS store and put in a little box. And
That's
be like, dude, I will Venmo you for your time doing this. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm gonna pay you so I don't have to spend my time getting it dunderhead.
That's a generational thing too, because young millennials and Gen Z are horrible at customer service.
I couldn't believe it.
Like they just can't. They can't be bothered, and it's crazy. Like all these male-dominated industries have to hire women, and they always put them in positions where it's like, look, if I go to an auto part store, the person at the front desk should have a more than rudimentary understanding of cars, but they'll put some chick who's like, "What's blinker fluid?"
Yeah,
there's no such thing, you goof, So.
Well, and these are smaller businesses, a family business. Like they're telling the customer no, but like I think if it was a man, I'd be like, dude, like I'm gonna like leave you a ton of bad Yelp reviews and like tell everyone that to not ever go to this place. Like, can you just simply help me get the part because I don't have to charge the customer? Like it's a very simple thing that I was asking them to do. It wouldn't require much of their time at all. I just could not believe it. But each time it was women who did that. I kind of wanted to say, oh, can I speak to a manager or something or a man? But I kind of was like, I should have done that. I'm not good at complaining or being a Karen. And I wasn't being a Karen asking.
Yeah, but being a Karen is complaining for no reason. If you have a reason, then it's your job to complain. You're the customer, So anyways.
Yeah, a man would have made this right. I can tell that they would have. It'd be like, this is not a big deal, man. Like, and you make extra money.
Sure.
Too. I didn't ask for anything for free.
I'll let y'all in on a little secret, and you can't tell me that I'm lying. Most women like two types of men: men with clout and social status, and men with wives and girlfriends. Don't ask me why. I don't know if it's their need for attention or their need to be competitive. It's like they don't even pay the single hardworking man any attention. But ladies, let me let you in on a little secret, okay? That man with a whole bunch of followers, 1 million followers, and social status does not mean he has any money. And for the man that's married or has a girlfriend, he is not leaving his wife. So play your position as you need to, but I need you guys to think a little bit smarter, okay? Stop being so superficial. Let's go into this next year not being stupid.
He's right. She is right, guys. She really is.
I've seen her before. That chick on the deck.
Look at that, man.
Top 5 reasons why I was so comfortable being a side chick.
Number 1, tattoos.
I understand this is a very
they are
topic.
comfortable being a side chick. They probably have a couple side guys, too.
True.
Because everyone hates side chicks, right? Wrong. Your man loves them. So listen up. And before y'all get in my comments talking all that smack, please understand you couldn't squeeze a solid fuck out of me. Not a one. I don't care.
You're a winner.
This is my truth.
Yeah.
So y'all know I did recently go back to therapy. So I was giving my therapist the rundown, chopping it up. She goes on to say that I'm addicted to the highs that he provides for me in the moment. I said, so it got my wheels a turning. Reason number 5, convenience of the relationship. Usually, we don't want your man for real. It's like we borrow him for a good time, not a long time.
That's not a flex, you idiot. You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
I didn't mind borrowing him and giving him back. Number 4, I actually enjoyed the single life. I have trust issues and I have commitment issues. I don't desire a relationship at this time in my life.
You just want men that are in relationships with other people. So yes, you do desire relationship.
Yeah.
Absolute skeezer, dude. Come on.
You're right, AJ. Men need to lead, but the boomer women and stuff like that, they should have been whooping ass for these girls for being so stupid. Or I guess the older generation before that great generation would have whooped their ass for the boomers and stuff. Because this is rampant. It's cocky. They're putting it out there. It's all entertainment for them. And it's really we're degenerating. This is the kind of degenerate behavior which he's talking about and normalizing it. Marriage is supposed to be so you don't have this stuff happen. Now it's saying that's the one we only like care about that group of people.
Yeah.
So the institution is now cooked.
Yep. It's true.
3, the perks. If you are not getting perks and you are a side chick, then you're doing it so wrong. The shopping dates, it was the gifts, it was the love bombing, It's just so romantic every time we went out, right? It's all because I was a good little side chick and I knew my role. I can't tell you how many times while I sat there while this man was on the phone with his girlfriend and didn't make a peep. Because why would I break up a happy home?
She loves that.
Why would I want to do that? Who are you going to go to once you leave her? It's not me. I don't want you. Number 2, very, very rare that we argue or have a disagreement. Reason number 1, the schlong is schlonging. That's pretty self-explanatory. TikTok, this video is for educational and informative purposes only and not meant to bully or belittle.
Wow. That's how they are, guys.
Bully or belittle anyone except the wife and kids of the family.
Absolutely insane. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Hold on. There was one more that I want to show you. I'll show you guys. Hold on.
Married men love young single moms. Married men love anything outside of their household because most men were not meant to be coupled up with one woman their entire life. But there's a special connection with young single moms and middle-aged married men.
Because they're easy.
Yeah.
Because young single moms smash on the first date.
Yeah.
Right? And they'll put
Which
up
is nice.
a lot more. That's the only thing that I can say, you guys, is the benefits of being around single moms is they're easy. Because I recommend just leaving them alone. Leaving them alone, man. Honestly, because if they get pregnant or anything, you know exactly what they're going to do. So
plus also keep in mind They already have a track record of making poor choices and bad decisions. Why
Yeah,
not be
true.
another one of them?
Exactly.
I know. I can smash before she realizes that I am not the answer to all of her problems.
And you already know they buck raw.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, they do. And I would say this: no one parties harder or goes harder than a single mom when she doesn't have her kids.
That's true. Yep.
Which is pretty cool.
Her face.
So, if life has taught me anything, it's taught me that marriage is not foolproof. When I tell y'all the amount of men that I have seen do their wives dirty is insane. Not insane, it's scary out here. So I just got off the phone with my friend. She's been seeing this guy for about 3 months. They both agreed that it was going to be pretty much like a friends with benefits. They didn't want a formal relationship, just wanted to have fun, right? Tell me why.
This is the other chick. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Get ready.
Wow.
Okay, let's talk about it. For the girls who sleep with married men and think they winning something, let me put y'all on game real quick. Miss, oh, he ain't happy at home. Oh, he only there for the kids. Oh, he really hate her. Oh, he finna divorce her. Girl, how stupid could you be? This is the same man who's still going home to his wife, still taking family vacations while you still at home at nighttime on your lonely cold pillow by yourself crying because you thought shit was gonna be sweet. The same females be like, oh, it's okay as long as he give me my hush money at the end of the day, girl. It's just ain't no way you could be that that ain't no flex, baby. You're community service. Let me really put y'all on game. Let me put y'all in the Bible. Because y'all be too busy trying to prove points to a woman that y'all be forgetting that at the end of the day, the only person y'all gonna be judged by is the one up there. You feel what I'm saying? You are not that man's peace. You are that man's escape. That man trying to escape reality. That man's gonna escape the woman that holds him accountable. It's never a flex. Believe me, the wife is on top of everything. They let them know what's going on. Y'all be trying to nitpick. You thinking that he love you. Girl, that man do not love you. That man love what he can get away with. Let me go back a little bit. Let me clear my throat. Let me tell you what a man does for a woman that he loves. Everything.
She had a pube caught back there.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
For a man who already.
She has a what?
She had a pube caught back there.
Like, you should love yourself more than that, for real.
Disgusting. Look at that.
You know what? Let me ask y'all a quick question, and y'all can dissect this question however y'all choose and
That's
whatever.
a weird looking broad, right?
Yeah.
Guys? Ugh.
Whatever comment y'all leave down in the comment section, I'm okay with it. I'm not here to judge nobody, okay? So we're gonna start off with that. The question is, why do some women sleep with married men?
Because they're 304. Period.
That's the question. Why do some women sleep with married men? And I'm not talking about men that are married but yet separated and they done went on with their life and they're still married but they're separated. I'm not talking about that type of man. I'm talking about a man that is still active in his marriage, that goes home to his wife and his family every day but yet sleeps with other women on the side. I want to know from my followers and my non-followers, why do some women feel like it is okay to sleep with the married man? What is it about that man that makes that woman say, you know what, I'm going to sleep with him? Even though I know he's married, I'm still going to sleep with him. Why is that? Y'all leave y'all thought down in the comment section. I just want to know. Again, no judgment zone over here. I'm not here to judge nobody. I just want to know, why do some women sleep with married men? That's it. We're going to talk about it down in the comment section. Let me go. All right. Bye.
It's a powerful
You know
question.
what? Let me ask y'all a quick question. And
say again.
That's a powerful question, but all should be going the other way. Like I said, when I've been cutting trees, I've had opportunities where I could have done that, and I wasn't even trying to like make the girl like girl. I wasn't trying to be like the side chick for the girl. I maybe just would have smashed once and then left. Like, if anything, maybe, or I could have done that. But it's like you see these people's family and stuff. You're like, am I really going to like mess this up? It's going to shatter that guy, but it's going to mess with his kids. It's going to mess his whole, like, you have the power to wreck. Men have the power to wreck the home too. So I'm just saying, like, that question that she's asking is very powerful. You know what I mean? It's a scumbag thing if you know someone and their kids and everything, and then you're just cheating with the marriage. It's I can't believe it, really. I can't really believe it. It's you start thinking about it pretty deep. It's like you totally had a gut feeling to not do that.
Yeah, so
I
what?
feel
So
like
you trying to tell us you don't lay down wood for free?
no. Well,
Okay.
I don't know. I've been tempted a couple times, or I could have done some stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be like, another thing too. If you're the guy doing, so put it this way. Let me say this: like, if you're the guy doing this to another married man, banging his wife, you're kind of like a side chick, in a way. Not a side chick, but like, there's something to that. You know what I mean? It's if someone has a family and kids, I think that's just bad. Not going to turn out well for you. That's how you can end up getting shot, because the dad's really mad. You know what I mean? If it's a guy, he'll be pissed, and he might, try to shoot you as property or something because you're with his wife. You know what I mean? That's how you can get yourself into all kinds of trouble. That might be why females like felons too, because generally they've got themselves into trouble from some type of like cheating and stuff. So, but I'm just saying, men do play a small part in this as well, making the cycle.
Yeah, but this is why I said people kind of kept to their own marriages and relationships back in the day. So here you go.
A 27-year-old female was sleeping with my married boss, 41-year-old male, for almost a year. He made me feel seen, wanted, and safe.
There you go.
All the things I'd never had in a relationship. He told me he was miserable in his marriage and that they barely even spoke. That I was
stop, take a second, hit the like button, please.
First person he actually loved in years. Then I found out I was pregnant.
Uh-oh. Look at that. And she would be like, I didn't mean for it to happen. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Determined that was a lie.
I was scared, but a part of me thought maybe this would finally make him choose me.
Yeah, see, I told you.
And that this was our sign. Before I could even tell him, I saw his wife's pregnancy announcement online. Same due month. When I finally told him, he went quiet. Then he said he'd handle it.
Yeah, he said
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
I thought he meant support, but instead he offered me a $20,000 check just to take care of it and to never tell anyone. He looked me dead in the eyes and told me he couldn't risk his family. Now I'm alone, pregnant, and heartbroken. 27.
At least you got 20 grand. That's
I know.
Most women get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll do this last one here. Hold on.
I never understood why do
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Let's not do this.
Her voice is deeper than.
Yeah.
It's
Rick, it's Rick
Look at
James.
that.
This is Rick James.
I'm gonna butter your bread.
Chicks be feeling like it's a flex sleeping with a married man. Like, sis, is you cool? Is you delusional? It's never a flex sleeping with a married man. My thing is this: if he had cheat on his wife because he said it's quote unquote he's not happy at home, or for whatever reason, what you think he gonna do with you? How you get him is how you lose him. That's always been my rule of thumb. How I met you is how I lose you. If you an unloyal person, that's who you are. That's part of your character. Because ain't nothing in that marriage keeping you there but you. Don't believe the bullshit for the kids and all that. Sometimes that's one of the worst reasons to stay in a marriage because of the kids, because it's a dysfunctional marriage. It's toxic as hell. Y'all cheating on each other. Y'all disrespecting each other in front of the kids. So where are you showing the kids that it's okay to be disloyal and be dishonest? So co-parenting sometimes the better option if it's not working no more. You're not happy. That's not a good reason to stay in a marriage because of the children. It's the such thing called co-parenting.
So don't believe that bullshit. Or him saying he eventually get the divorce. Girl, he just want his cake and eat it too. I don't condone sleeping with a married man. And I feel like they just using you to have somebody to go to make them feel good when shit ain't right at home. You is what you call a good time, sis. Nothing more, nothing less. And that little money he giving you, he make enough for you and him and her. That shit ain't nothing either. After a while, that money gonna get played if you got any type of morals for yourself. Because guess what? The family holidays, you're not gonna be invited. You going home at night, sleeping by yourself.
Yeah.
He's gonna lay up under his wife and his children when the holidays come. He over there, what, once or twice a week? You gonna get tired of that shit. You don't want your man there every night. I'm not into sharing my man. That's that Scorpio shit in me.
Nice. This is a ride or die 304 right here.
I don't share men. That being said, it ain't my cup of tea. But y'all do y'all. But if you want to do better for yourself, learn to see your value. A man that respect you, he should do it the right way. Get his paperwork done, then pursue you. Before close one door. How do you always say? Close that door before you open a new one. And it's your girl, Dree with the T, and it's always free game. Detroit 313. Peace out. I never understood why do sad chicks be feeling like it's a flex sleeping with a married man. Like, sis, is you cool? Is you delusional? It's never a flex sleeping with a married man. My thing is this: if he cheat on his wife,
Exactly, and this kind of for men too. That's kind of what I'm saying a little bit too. It's not a flex for you as a married guy to like do that really either. Maybe if it's just smashing once, just to dominate her like one time. But if you go back and do that, you're still like the side guy to him in a way. So like only jealousy can be breeded from it in a way for women.
Yeah.
Men might be able to do a little bit different, but it's like, dude, you really want to hang out with this chick after you just got Boston cream pied by the husband? You know what I mean? And do that in the regular, because that's probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's really crazy, actually.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, guys, anything else on topic? I mean, chicks are freaking scandalous. I mean, that's all we have to say.
Yeah. No, this is a powerful episode. I never thought about it this way, because it's like, well, this is like diving into some of the pathology of the 304, because you know what I mean? It's easy just to say like, oh, they don't care and stuff, but this really shows. It also shows this. They don't value God or anything in the commitment they're making for God, or what other women or men make for their commitment to God or their marriage. Whatever, it doesn't have to be God, but for their marriage. It shows that the vows mean absolutely nothing. If anything, fake that you made a vow and go cheat your ass off all the time. Yeah. So like the currencies of lies is almost like what these women like, and the drama and all the garbage of it. And so they can go see other guys too. It's really out of control. It's really out of control.
All right, guys, here we'll I think someone dropped this in the Discord, but guys, look at this. This is a chick that has $1 million worth of drugs in the car.
I dropped this. This is good. And guess what, too? It's two social workers, female social workers who are idiots. This is a great video. This is great.
There we go. And guys, thanks for being here, guys. We need 14 more likes, guys. So make sure to hit the like button. Appreciate that, guys. Hit the super chat button.
I'm gonna go and make sure I liked it.
Tomorrow is going to be I forget, but you guys will see. I have a topic.
Insurance?
I do have it on my phone.
Okay. Do you have your registration with you? You should have a copy of that. Let's grab that first.
Now, what were they driving in?
What happens if I refuse?
That's a yes or no question. Afternoon.
Hi.
Do you have your license with you?
Yes.
All right. Do you have your registration?
They got pulled over for following too close. Morons.
Yeah. Everything that
my phone.
This is
okay.
so
Do you have
funny.
your registration with you? You should.
You want?
I said this is so funny. Everything that's kind of like stupid. They could have gotten away with this at like 8 times. They're driving too slow.
you'll just see then they end up just like telling needless lies. If they just gave their information and shut up, they could have went right along their way. And this will show you, do not overly speak to a cop because they're just looking to incriminate you no matter what.
Yeah, seriously, guys, they aren't trying to help you out.
So this
they
is
are trying to understand your story. They're out to get you, man. Seriously, guys. Almost 80% of all cases get pled out. So, guys, if we want true criminal justice reform, everyone should just go to trial. They don't have the staff, the bandwidth to do it. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So
really? This shows them talking way too much, and they could have just driven right along the way, but they have to talk about how they're social workers and stuff. It's beautiful. This is beautiful.
You have to work. I'm a social worker.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you working?
I'm a social worker. I work in a nursing facility. And my boss just called me, where are you? I thought you were going to come in earlier. Because I told him I'll be there at 3 o'clock. But I mean, it's late.
So is your job in Phoenix or up here in Winslow?
I live in Phoenix.
You live in Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay. So your boss just didn't know you weren't coming in today?
Well, I actually didn't tell him the truth.
Oh, no.
There you go.
That's not good.
Not great.
I lied to him. I'm sorry.
Where are you buying the car at?
Well, we're going to see it right here in Winslow.
Uh-huh. You find it online or something?
Yeah.
Or? Okay. When did you guys get up here?
Right now, today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my boss just called me, where are you? It's okay.
Oh, really?
I actually told him I was going to the hospital with my mom. Because it's a car, you could do that on the weekend.
Oh. How long you been a social worker for?
10 years. I've been in that building for 10 years.
Oh, really?
Then if I like the car, that's where I have my friend, so she can help me drive it back.
Uh-huh. So does the guy live here in Winslow, or?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name?
Gerardo?
Gerardo?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
I don't know his last name.
You don't know his last name? I just need to go inspect the bin. You mind if I look at the federal sticker on the door?
That's fine.
Okay, just go ahead and stand right here for me, okay? Just gotta look at the bin real quick. You guys on vacation today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I needed a day off.
You need a day off?
It's too stressful working for the state.
Yeah, is that where you work?
Yeah, I do.
What do you do for the state?
I'm an accounting specialist for the Department of Child Safety.
Oh, really?
Like, I do like the foster parents, adopted parents, group homes, behavioral health facilities, and all that.
A lot of stress, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing today?
Nothing, just she wanted me to come over. Like, she called me and then she was like, you want to go drive up north? And I was like, yeah, why not? Because I told her I wanted to take a day off this week. Sometimes we get... Our boss lets us take like random days off the week or off the month, you know, because of the work we have and all that stuff that we do.
You go on road trips often, or?
I do because I like it. It's like you know, it like relaxes my mind a little bit, especially
Yeah.
because I'm going through like a divorce and all that stuff.
Oh, that's not cool. That stinks. I'm sorry to hear that.
I know, and like this morning, I literally had to go to the court and like get my divorce decree and
Oh, really?
change my name and all that stuff. So
When did you guys get up here?
this morning.
This morning? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, after I left court, that's when she called me and she was like, "Okay, I'm on my way to pick you up." And she just
Oh, really? Did you guys go and look at anything, or
no, we just
go stop anywhere and go see some sights or something?
literally got here and pulled over here and got a burger.
Oh, you've been hanging out at McDonald's since this morning?
No, we left.
Why are they talking so much?
This is what I'm telling you,
guys. I need everyone in the chat to speculate. Like, why are they talking this much?
Exactly.
Why?
So guys, AJ, Snowboard, Sea Grip, if we're all going to do some kind of dirt, right, and we're all riding together, and it doesn't matter what it is, before we even start, we're going to all sit down and say, okay, if somehow we get stopped or we get questioned or something, we all have the same story, right? We all know exactly what is going on, what we're doing, why we're there, blah, 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 right? I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying these idiots could have got like away with this, but they did all this stupid stuff. And they're like, no, I'm a social worker. It's fine. I'm in charge of kids' safety. And then like $1 million worth. Remember how many times we've said these social workers and people like this, how useless they are?
Yeah.
Look what they're enabling. they're enabling a drug trafficking in this situation here.
Yeah.
And these people are they're probably literally on the clock. She just said, "Oh, I lied to my boss." They're probably literally on the clock doing this. And these same people will they'll harass a male guy. That same female social worker will harass a guy who's being like a good guy.
Or they'll take a child from their father. There's a
exactly. Yes.
Single father who's actually doing good, and they'll take the kid away as they'll
probably pick them up in this car loaded with drugs and then go bring them to the court and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's out of control.
Freaking Tijuana, you know?
Yeah.
What a
roadhead torture right here.
Yeah.
In the morning, I went to court and went to go do what I had to do. And then she called me and she was like, "Do you want to go with me to go take a drive?" And I was like, "I don't have nothing else to do."
Gotcha. Okay. Well, she's just going to get a warning, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, right. Until Officer Buttercup comes out there.
What is he?
What's that?
Does he tell you about work?
Yes. Yeah, so you guys work
They
together.
have the right to just remain silent and not really say anything. And
Yeah.
the guy wouldn't have been able to draw that information out from her.
Yep, that's true. Guys, we are at 96 likes. As four more people hit the like button, please. I'd appreciate that.
No, you just want to stand up here for me. I don't like people standing behind me.
I'm so sorry.
You're good. What were you asking about what she told me?
Guys, everyone, please stop and take a second and sub to Omni's channel. Go and give him a follow, man. Let's try and get him to 100 subs here soon. So let's go over here, drop him a sub, please. There it is. Check him out, my friends. He does some good stuff.
Oh, it's the car.
Oh, really?
All right, let's get
But
back.
she knows you're coming up here to buy a car. Yeah. Okay.
No. It's a
Right.
purchase.
You said it's a surprise for her.
Anniversary.
But
It's coming up.
her anniversary's coming up?
Yeah. So
How are things with her marriage? You said
she's not married.
she's not married?
She has a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I thought you said her anniversary was coming up.
Yeah, but for her boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
But then,
Was she married at one time?
yeah,
When did she get divorced?
she got divorced.
Why are you even telling him all this? Hold on.
This is what I'm saying. It's
Let's get ahead,
beautiful.
guys.
Does she have any luggage in the car or anything like that? Or do you guys have any luggage?
No.
All right. This is a consent to search form. If you just want
Like,
to come over here
watch
real quick
this.
and just read this
Watch
paragraph for me. If you understand it, initial right there. Then read this paragraph. If you understand it, initial right there. And if you agree to the search, sign next to the number 1. All righty. Did you read that second paragraph there?
No.
Just need to read that one and initial.
Wednesday, I have the right to.
You have the right to refuse. That's what it said.
And what happens if I refuse?
That's a yes or no question.
You're still going to search it.
No. You have the right to refuse if that's what you want to do.
Do I?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the whole point?
They should know
I've
this.
asked for
They're a
consent. It's a
social
yes or no
worker. They should
question.
know
If
this.
you say no, then
Yeah, but they're still chicks. I mean, let's be honest.
I know, but I'm saying, I don't know. I
You
just
have
feel
that
like
right.
you have
But
$1
do you have to search
million
my
of
card?
stuff. You should figure it like just. It's just everything.
Snowboard.
Just
Stop
idiots.
doing snowboard. Stop doing this. Why? Dude, you're thinking like a logical human being. All right, dude. Like, guys, okay, all right. It's you guys know how like if you're really into
I'm
a
sheltered
sport,
a bit, so
yeah, no. But you guys know how if you're like really into a sport and you're trying to like talk to a casual about it, and they're like, yeah, like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like because you're so like where these women are so they're like casuals fans of life. They're so stupid. They don't know anything about anything. So all of us that are actually like thinking about obeying the law, not making dumb decisions, like it's hard for us to kind of put ourselves in their shoes because they're so stupid.
And we're Monday morning quarterbacking too.
I'm just gonna get a.
Cool. We're Monday morning quarterbacking.
Oh, yeah. You know what they say? They say hot dyke.
Getting warning? That's like I said, it's a yes or no question.
Jesus, look at this guy.
And what happens if I say no?
You can't give legal advice.
I can't give you legal advice. I just can only ask for consent, and you can either say yes or no.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. So you seem pretty.
Tengo derecho de negarme a conseguir lo que describe. Promesa, amenaza, fuerza. Because I mean, I just got pulled over for
being an
I
idiot.
turned on my signal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the whole point of you guys searching my car?
Well,
and following close.
You guys have different stories. You're extremely nervous. You've been nervous since the beginning of the stop. She's extremely nervous. Has been nervous since the beginning of the stop, and she's not even getting a warning. So I'm suspicious.
Oh, and what happens?
So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to take this as a refusal. Okay. I've got a narcotics dog with me. I'm just going to walk him around your car. Okay.
I mean, you could. I mean, I could sign. I mean, I don't care.
No, that's okay. We'll just go that route. Okay. I asked for consent to search the vehicle, and she first told me yes, but then she seems pretty unsure. So I have a narcotics dog with me. I'm just going to walk around the car. You guys don't have anything illegal in the car, do you?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No.
Do you have any weapons or explosives in the car?
No, not that I know of.
Any guns?
Not that I know of.
Bombs?
You see, not that I know of. She should say no, officer. No, we have nothing in this car. She's cooked.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Bazookas?
I don't think that would. Well,
Any dead bodies in the car?
No.
Okay. Do you have any illegal drugs in the car?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Do you have
honestly,
Do you have any marijuana in the car? Marijuana is legal under an ounce.
I'm like, well, just my wax pen, but that's in my purse. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Any methamphetamine?
No.
Cocaine?
Not that I know of. No.
Heroin?
I don't need no.
Okay. Any fentanyl powder or pills?
No, not that I know of. Honestly,
Okay.
I was just told to come with her to take a drive, and I was
You
like,
guys see?
Yep.
Guys, she should have said no. Officer, there's nothing in this car. I don't know. Not that I know of is leaving open ended. Yeah, she knows she's cooked.
Exactly.
Cooked, guys. Officer Butterfinger's coming out.
Yep.
And she's cooked.
Because I love to take a drive. That's
Okay. So the big reason that I'm suspicious is you guys have two different stories as to why you're up here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is have you leave your phone and all your belongings. Do you have any belongings in the car other than your purse?
No, just my purse.
Just your purse? Okay. So I'm going to have you leave that in the car for me. Go ahead and roll the window up, and then I'm going to have you step out, and I'm going to walk my dog around the car, okay? Diving.
Oh, breaking news. Breaking news, guys. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are going to testify in front of the House about Epstein. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That. Cooked.
Yeah. I did not inhale, and I don't know what is. And she was 17.
Uh-oh. It's Officer Skittles. They're so fucking cooked. Dude, I hate to swear, but guys, they're so cooked. They're so cooked.
Yeah.
Guys, they're so cooked, guys.
And none of this had to be a problem. None of it had to be a problem. They
Guys, hit the like button, guys. Oh, guys, we just hit 100 likes, guys. I appreciate that, guys. Oh, wrong sound effect. Guys, we've had like a 3-week stretch of hitting over 100 likes each and every time. So let's go. Make sure you are subbed, guys, so we can hit 30,000. You know, this community is growing, man. You know, and it's all thanks to you guys. So. Just take off running at that point.
Yeah.
When this dog sits down, you're cooked. Oh, there it is! There it is! That dog takes a seat, and then it's your ass. Oh! Cooked. Cooked.
Boy. All right, ladies. So my dog's trained to detect the odors of marijuana, meth, cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl. He's given me a positive indication he's located one or more of those odors coming from the vehicle. Do you guys have any one of those 5 odors
Not that I know.
in the car?
And it's my
Not that I know of.
Okay. And how about you?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I just was invited for a ride. That was
Okay.
it.
So
who says that? I was invited for a ride.
That's what I'm saying. This whole interview is riddled with them saying stupid shit.
The positive alert does give me probable cause to search the vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Guys, dogs. I watched a thing of them training a dog how to smell colon cancer, stage 1 colon cancer.
Holy crap!
So they can take a sample and the dog can smell and it'll hit, and then they'll because one of the reasons why colon cancer kills you is because they usually don't catch it until it's like, stage 3 or 4. But if they can catch it early, but dogs can actually sniff out quite a lot of things. There's a lady who has really bad migraines, and the dog can actually smell when she's going to have a migraine. And when the dog goes, "Row, row," then she lays down or she doesn't drive. And another girl has seizures. The dog can actually tell when she's going to have a seizure, so she knows to lay down. And then she's
They can smell like blood sugar too. I think changes in it.
So are you saying that if my dog can't keep his nose out my ass, I might have a problem?
I don't know, man. That depends on how you get down over there. You know what I'm saying?
conduct a search, and then we'll go.
They're so good.
But watch this. What do they always do? AJ, where do you think it'll be? What do they always do? They always do. They just are like so lackadaisical. They don't even like do anything to hide it.
There you are. No way! No way! Are you serious?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Are you stupid? Come on!
Some people are really
Do
fucking
something.
stupid.
You didn't even put it in the under the tire well. You didn't put it in the door, inside the door. You didn't put it in the wheel well or in the spare tire. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. They just put it in a bag behind the seat.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god!
And they just couldn't shut up, so they incriminated themselves. Gave him an idea to be like looking around. None of this needed to happen, but they're just so stupid and wouldn't shut up.
Guys, I've seen the cartel guys. They'll shrink wrap it, and then each layer they'll put coffee. You know what I'm saying? They'll put coffee, and then they'll put black licorice and stuff, wrap it, so, and then like put bleach and all this other stuff to make sure it doesn't smell. And then they'll put it inside the tire. They'll put it in the spare tire, the wheel well. They'll put it like they'll cut up part of the floor underneath. And then put it in there, and then weld it down again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These idiots.
Who's
Oh,
this from?
you're cooked.
You don't know?
It's my car, but I'm not sure.
It's my car, but I
Okay.
don't know what's in it.
Well, both of you go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back. You are both under arrest for transportation of narcotics drugs for.
It's time!
I'm serious. I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to advise you both of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Let me see it. So, bearing that in mind, do you understand your rights?
Up 1.3 million. 50,000 fentanyl pills were found and had a street value of $1.3 million.
$1.3 million.
Of those pills,
And they're a
approximately
social worker.
500 were rainbow colored, a new trend being seen nationwide amongst fentanyl dealers.
And they work around kids. They're social workers and stuff.
Look at this thing right.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
500 were rainbow colored, a new trend being seen nationwide amongst fentanyl dealers. Both women were arrested for felony drug charges. The driver pleaded guilty.
All
right,
they
you
had
guys.
whales in New Mexico.
Look at that. She texted all of her dealers immediately. Look at this. Do you think that if they're transporting $1 million worth of drugs, that's a story? Someone says, you know they're guilty when they won't start staring at their cell phone. Someone says, if the K9 sits down and looks at your vehicle, you're screwed. Yeah. Not that I know of is such a guilty phrase. Her social work skills should be useful in prison. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's bad. And they probably could have just driven away.
These both of these clowns said, not that I know of. Someone says bazooka is yeah. Anytime the cops trying to like make some like levity, you know, what do you have any bazookas? You're cooked. You're cooked. 2 girls, 1 car, mini stories. Texting her boss more like her plug. Yeah. Selling fentanyl as a social worker. Someone says, if you get stopped and the cops are looking at your VIN, you've been set up. They're checking to see if they have that vehicle. Yeah, guys, they do that. Oftentimes, they probably gave these chicks the drugs, did an anonymous tip so that they pulled these chicks over, and then the actual shipment drives past them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Really?
All the time. Yeah. They might have lost $1.3 million worth of fentanyl, but a $7 million shipment just drove past them, you know?
So they usually so is that because that's why he checked the VIN number in the door and not like on the front near the windshield?
That probably they had a tip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how lackadaisical they are.
Guys.
Yeah,
that's what happens. We have fast money, you have fast problems. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this thing down. You know what I'm saying? We'll be live tomorrow at 5 as usual. You know, and yeah, guys, make sure you are subs so we get 30K. Bye, guys. Take it easy.
See ya.
Appreciate you.
I think this.